Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So last week on Twitter I posted a tweet saying that I wanted to build more in The Sims because I don't really branch out that much. I kind of stick to creating Sims and yeah, just the creator sim side of The Sims 4. But I love building. I haven't done much building, as I always say, but yeah, I absolutely love it and I definitely want to do more. So yeah, I posted a tweet saying I wanted to build more. I did a poll with a few suggestions and there are 4 different options. I will go into those in a little while, but yeah, basically you guys voted on Twitter for me to do a treehouse, and I said on Saturday that I was hoping to have it posted on Sunday or probably more likely Monday. It's now Thursday, so yeah, didn't really stick to what I said I was gonna do, so I'm sorry this video is a little bit later than I thought it was going to be and I said it was going to be, but yeah, I'm just kind of unorganized and yeah, I'm sorry. So Monday I hadn't actually finished the build, so yeah, I wanted to make sure as well that this treehouse was as good as I could make it be. So yeah, I hadn't finished Monday and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it Tuesday, but on Tuesday I was also waiting for a new mic stand that I'd ordered. So yeah, I ordered a mic stand and then a little pop filter thing, if that's what it's called, to go over my microphone to, I don't know, just make the audio sound a little bit better, and I really wanted to use that, but it didn't arrive on Tuesday. It actually arrived on Wednesday. So I finished the build, but I really wanted to use my new microphone, so I was like, oh, what's a day? What's a day I'm gonna do? And so, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna record it on Wednesday. But Wednesday, which was yesterday, was also my mum's birthday, so I was like, maybe I could just take a little bit of time out of my day to do this voiceover. You know, it's not that long, it's about 17 and a half minutes. I just never got around to it for some reason. Me and my sister made my mum a cake. Well, it wasn't a cake, it was just these little cupcakes, but the thought was there. And yeah, we made her cupcakes, and then I don't know, it was just my mum's birthday and I wanted to make sure I spent time with her, so yeah, didn't get around to doing the voiceover yesterday. It's now Thursday afternoon and I'm finally doing this voiceover. So yeah, a little later than I thought it was gonna be, but we're here now and I'm building a treehouse. So there were 4 different build ideas I had in the poll. The first one, I'm pretty sure, was the Italian restaurant. I kind of had this idea for a little while that I would try and make a little version of Italy in The Sims. So I was trying to build on the 50 by 50 lot in Willow Creek, which is where the park is. I was trying to build on there. And I think the idea that I have is too big for me to do, because basically what I wanted was to make little shops and a little town in some kind of Italian inspired neighborhood. So there would be little Italian restaurants, little cafes, and grocery stores and all the other things that you would expect from a little village or wherever in Italy. I've been to Italy twice. I've been to Venice, I've been to Verona and Rome and a few other places in Italy, so I kind of know it quite well. I mean, you probably don't have had to been to Italy to kind of get the vibe. I feel it's very easy to kind of picture Italy in your head. But yeah, I kind of felt I could make something like that, and I definitely tried. I tried making some of the houses. It didn't really go very well. I was gonna have a canal going all the way through the middle of the lot like they do in Venice with the gondolas and everything, because I'm pretty sure in the debug menu you can get a few gondola looking items. I mean, they're probably little boats and things, but I was gonna try and make it look a little bit like it does in Venice, because I think that looks so pretty. I really loved walking around Venice. It's so beautiful there. But yeah, that was the basic idea I was gonna have for this kind of little version of Italy. I guess I was sort of inspired, or actually I might have had this idea before the survey The Sims 4 did, because in that survey, if you don't know about it, The Sims 4 did a little survey talking about or asking us for a few suggestions of things that we would like from them in future content. And one of the questions was about worlds and what kind of worlds you want to see, and I think one of them was like Italian vineyards, which would be like so beautiful to have in The Sims, because Italy's like so pretty and I think it would look so beautiful in The Sims. Another few options were like Greece, and I think Greece, and a few like European worlds, and I really would like to see like London or whatever in The Sims. I think that would be like perfect, because obviously that's pretty close to me. Yeah, any kind of like place in the UK, I doubt we'll ever get it, but obviously it would be really nice to see like my own world in The Sims. So yeah, that survey definitely got me thinking about how cool it would be to have something Italian inspired, like a world that's based off of Italy in The Sims. I mean, I can't remember if in other versions of The Sims, in like The Sims 2, The Sims 3, whether we had like an Italian world. We might have, but I never had it on my computer, so you know, let me know if that was a thing. But I think in The Sims 4, yeah, it would be so cool to have anything like more European inspired. Obviously any other like places would be really cool, but I think Italian architecture, and when they said in the survey about Italian vineyards, they would be amazing. So yeah, I really like the idea of making a little version of Italy. You know, maybe we're not gonna get anything Italian inspired, so I think it would be really cool to make like little versions of different like places as well. Like I could do a little version of like France or Spain, or I don't know why these are very European, these are very close to me, but I could do wherever. I could do, yeah, you know, Mexico. Like people have probably done this before, but yeah, like I don't know if I am necessarily the right person to do that. So if you want to steal this idea, then feel free. If you're watching this and you're a builder and you quite like the idea of making something like this, then feel free to take it from me. I don't know whether I'll ever get around to doing it. I'm hoping that we're just going to get more worlds eventually in The Sims anyway, so this won't really be necessary. But yeah, that was basically why I thought about doing an Italian restaurant, was because I thought I'm probably sticking to something like a restaurant, something a little bit smaller than doing the whole of Italy, would be a little bit like easier for me. So yeah, that was one of the first build ideas I had in the poll. The second one was the motel. I've tried to do a motel in Oasis Springs for quite a while. I started, before I did this poll, I'd already tried to do a motel. It was going to be like quite a rundown motel in Oasis Springs, because I really want to also do like a hotel that's a little bit like nicer, you know, not that big, but just, you know, just like a simple hotel. I thought that would be really cool, but I quite like the look of like rundown like places in The Sims. You have like lots of graffiti, and yeah, I think also the new expansion pack we're gonna get, I'm hoping there's gonna be lots of like rundown items and like decorations as well that come with that expansion pack, because the world, I think it's called Evergreen Harbor, I'm pretty sure, that world looks disgusting, in like a good way though. I think it's going to be such a cool world to have in the game, but yeah, I'm really hoping that there's going to be just a lot of items that I can make builds look really, really bad, because I just like things that look bad sometimes in Sims. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell from like some of the builds I've been doing. I do like things to look kind of pretty and magical. Obviously, that's what I'm doing right now, but sometimes like grungier looking places, like rundown like apartments and just other places like that, I think look really cool. So yeah, lots of items like that would be really, really cool to have more of in game. So yeah, like I really like the idea of making a motel, and I'll probably do it at some point. I think I'm gonna keep doing polls and things on Twitter, because it's really helpful to know, I guess, what people want to see on my channel, or you know, what people like find most appealing in like speed builds and things, what people want to watch. So yeah, I'll probably do more of those. But obviously, if you don't have Twitter, you know, you can leave any comments, any suggestions you have for like speed builds or whatever in the comment section, and I'll definitely make sure to read them, and yeah, think about doing them in other videos. The other option I had in the poll was the Mediterranean house, which yeah, it's just a Mediterranean house really. I just wanted, I guess, a little bit like an Italian style house. I just really like the architecture, the design. I tend to have a lot of my Sims live in Mediterranean style homes in Oasis Springs, because they look really nice. I tend to download a lot. I feel like Mediterranean architecture really suits Oasis Springs, so yeah, I always download those kind of homes. And yeah, I really like the idea of making something Mediterranean looking. But today I'm not building any of those other options that I had in the poll. I am building a treehouse because that was what got the most votes, and yeah, I'm really happy to be doing this treehouse. In one of my last speed builds, my quirky off the grid house, I did build a treehouse for that build at some point. It didn't make it into the final product into the final build, because it just didn't really kind of fit very well, but I honestly was so excited to build a tree house in that build. For that one as well, that was kind of small. It was basically like a little room, and that was supposed to be for children. It was just had a lot of kids activities in that. So yeah, it wasn't a house, but it was a little tree house at the back of the main house. So yeah, obviously the one I'm building today is an actual tree house. So yeah, it's got loads of bedrooms. They're all very small. Yeah, the size of this tree house is pretty small. Yeah, all the bedrooms, all the rooms are very odd shapes, and it was kind of hard to get all the furniture to fit. I struggled so much with this living room. It was a nightmare. But yeah, eventually it all worked out. Yeah, I also cut all of the floor plan out because it took me ages to get a floor plan that was remotely good. Yeah, I needed one as well that obviously all the bedrooms looked like they were in the right place and not too small or too big. And yeah, eventually I did get a good floor plan. Maybe it's not the best, but I managed to fit all the rooms in. And yeah, I'm sorry if you don't, if you like looking at floor plans being made, but hopefully you kind of can see the floor plan anyway. So yeah, for the tree house, I probably should talk a little bit more about what I'm doing and stuff. So the general idea is that this is, I've called it a magical tree house. I don't necessarily know if magical people live here. We don't have, obviously we have spellcasters in The Sims, and we have vampires and other occult sims like that. Probably it would suit spellcasters a lot better than any of the other occult sims that we have. I could definitely see spellcasters living here. I also thought it would be a cool idea if plant sims lived here, because yeah, I've never really played with plant sims. I don't think I've ever had a plant sim in my game, but I feel like a family of plant sims would be quite cool living here. If we had fairies as well, I definitely think that this house would have been suited to fairies. Originally, I actually did have the idea of making a tree with little houses coming out of it that all the fairies would live in, but then I was that's, I think, good for a speed build, and then just for me uploading on YouTube, but then maybe it's not very, I don't know, practical for in-game. So yeah, I decided to go for a little bit more of a generic house that you could have any kind of sims, any kind of families move into. This house is, I think it's got 3 bedrooms. It's got 2 children's bedrooms, and then upstairs on the top floor there is the parents' bedroom. So yeah, I couldn't really fit in any more rooms than that because this treehouse is pretty tiny. Yeah, I also really enjoyed doing the landscaping. When I used to build years ago, I never used to do any landscaping. I would maybe add a tree and then maybe some flowers, but that's it. But in this build now, I realized how much I just love to do landscaping. I struggled a little bit at the end. I kind of missed a little bit of the back, and then I kind of came to it right at the end after I'd finished decorating the house. But yeah, I added a lot of these trees from the debug menu. They have these vines, this kind of magical look to them, which I felt went really well with this house. This is also my second attempt at this house. I tried it once, and it was a little bit too big. The exterior just didn't really suit being as big as it was. So yeah, this is why the build did end up being a lot smaller, because I tried it once, it was too big, and basically the house took up pretty much the whole middle of the lot. So I didn't really have much landscaping space, which I really wanted to have. So yeah, I'm really happy that I decided to make it smaller and yeah, allowed more space for the garden and everything. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this treehouse looked in the end. It definitely made me want to build more and yeah, do more speed builds as well on my channel. I'm thinking that if I'm gonna do speed builds, I'm probably gonna cut a lot of the footage I record out because I don't really like the idea of having really long speed builds on my channel. Yeah, I actually don't really feel like people would want to sit through like 30 minutes or whatever, even longer, of me just like talking, doing a little voiceover as well in, you know, over the actual speed build. So yeah, I'm thinking that if I do more, I'm gonna say if I have like say if I have an apartment renovation or like a tiny home, I would make the actual like speed build 10 minutes, then plus like a minute or two of screenshots, and then so that would be about 12 minutes. And then if I did something longer like this, obviously this is, you know, this is about 17.5 minutes, so, and then it would be like plus a couple minutes of screenshots. So I've definitely tried to cut a lot of the recording down because yeah, I don't really feel, I feel like I'm gonna run out of things to say if I have too long speed builds on my channel. If you know, I think 17 minutes is enough. I'd probably run out of things to say by the end of it. So yeah, I'm thinking that obviously longer builds, I'd try to, you know, make them like at maximum 20 minutes long, and then yeah, plus screenshots or whatever. So hopefully that's okay. I think that will be better for my channel. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do. As well, even with this speed build, I have edited it a lot so that, say, if I'm scrolling through, taking ages, looking for like these curtains or other, you know, an object, I've just made sure like I cut it so that, yeah, I just basically cut those couple of seconds of me like searching and scrolling for things, because yeah, all these like little seconds I think add up, and I want to make sure that, you know, these speed builds, I guess, are as short as they can possibly be. So yeah, it probably looks like I, you know, pick everything first time. That's not the case. It does take me a while to find objects and things I want to use. So yeah, a lot of that is cut out, and yeah, I do a lot of things off camera as well, like landscaping, and I did add a lot more ceiling lamps as well, which if you choose to download this from the gallery, because I'm posting it to the gallery pretty much as soon as I upload this build to YouTube, yeah, if you download this Treehouse, then yeah, you'll be able to see that there are more lights and things like that. So yeah, there's just certain things I like to do off camera. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the Treehouse build. I really hope you enjoyed watching it and you hope I did a good job. As always, please leave any suggestions that you have for build ideas, creator sim videos, or whatever you want to see from my channel. Please leave those in the comment section. Make sure to just subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. Leave a like, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!